Hello grade 3. Today we are going to look at the student book, page number 24. We're going to read a story. You read it with me, then I want you to go and read it by yourself, and then we will look at some new words from that story, and then we will answer some questions. Very easy, just circle. So you're going to need your student book, a pencil and an eraser, and your headphones if you have them. And then after that, I'm going to give you a little quiz. It's not in the workbook, it's not even in the student book. It's not difficult, but if you don't know the answers, you're going to go and have to look for the answers somewhere, maybe on Google. But you'll see what I'm going to show you when we get there, okay? So that's it. Let's start the lesson. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is the story. It's page number 24. It's called World Weather. So part A, you're going to listen to the story with me, and then I want you to go away and read it by yourself. Read it on your own, not with the video, just you and the book. You don't have to speak the words. You can just use your eyes and hear the words in your mind, in your brain. If you want to speak the words, that's okay. If you want to put your finger on the book, that's okay too, no problem. Okay, so we're going to read together, and then I want you to go and read the book 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, 100 times by yourself. And then we are going to answer the 3 questions you can see here in part B, but we will look at that when we get to part B, okay? We will also look at the 4 new words you can see in this orange box. And then I will give you this quiz, okay? Right, let's go. Okay, now we're going to read the story. What I would like you to do is, for number 1, read the story by looking at your computer or your iPad. Read it with me, look at the screen, and then when we have finished, I would like you to open your student book and try to read it by yourself. Okay, read it by yourself. You don't have to say the words, you can just read them with your eyes in your head, but try and read the story on your own. Okay, now you can read with me. Here we go. World weather. The Earth has 2 parts, the North and the South. These 2 parts have opposite weather. In the North, December is a winter month. What's that like? It is cold and snowy. But in the South, December is a summer month. It is hot and sunny. So, let's read that again. In the North, December is a winter month. What's the weather like? It is cold and snowy. But in the South, December is a summer month. It is hot and sunny. In London, you can enjoy a beautiful snowy Christmas. But in Sydney, you can celebrate a warm Christmas at the beach. Now here is Thailand. Thailand is very, very near this line around the middle. What do we know about countries that are very near or on this line? Yeah, we know they have 3 seasons. They are hot, hot and rainy, and a little bit cool. But there is no snow. So that's the story. So go away now, pause the video, open your book and just read the story. You can read it 1 time, 2 times, 10 times. Just try and read the story. And when you're done, come back and we will carry on. Okay. If we look at the bottom of the story, there is a brown box that says new words, and there are 4 new words. So let's check those out now. So let's look at the first word in this box. The first word is earth. What is earth? Earth is where we live. It is the 3rd planet from the sun. Can you see Thailand on this picture of Earth? There it is. The next word to look at is opposite. Opposite. What are opposites? Well, let's look at one example. Cold and hot. Cold and hot are opposites. Big and small. That elephant looks very happy. Let's look at one more. Dry and wet. Yes. So these are opposites. Okay, let's look at the next word. The next word is warm. Warm. So there are more than one way to use the word warm in English. Here's the first one. This is our weather word. So this is the same as Unit 2. Let's look at this picture. Lovely blue sky, not cloudy. We know it's hot, so we can say it's hot, or we can say it's very warm, but it's not cold. It's not cold, and that's what we have to remember. So the weather is warm. It is a warm day. This could be Thailand. Okay, how else do we use the word warm? Yeah, we can talk about food or drink. When we cook food, it is warm. And the last way we can use the word warm, it's a feeling in our bodies. The person in this picture is nice and warm. They have their fire, they have their coffee, they have their big sweater, and they have their socks. They feel warm. Okay, and the last word that was in our story is beach. Beach. Here is a picture of the beach. This picture is in the tropics. The tropics is where Thailand is on Earth, very near to the middle of the Earth, where it is always hot, remember? This could be Thailand. It has palm trees, white sand, and lovely blue sea water. So the sand is the beach, not the water. The water is the sea. Only the sand is the beach. Have you ever seen a black beach? Did you know that they are a thing? A black beach? Do you believe me? Do you want to see one? Here is a black beach. It's not dirty. The sand is black. The sand is black because the beach is near to a volcano, and the sand is volcanic rock that has been broken down by the sea into very, very small pieces of sand. You can go here on holiday, you can play with this sand. It's not dirty, it's very clean, but it's not yellow or white, it's black. This is a black sand beach. Okay, I hope you've read the story in your book by yourself. 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, 100 times. But I hope that you have tried to read it. Now we're going to look at the same page, page 24, but we're going to look at part B. Part B is some questions and answers about the story. You will need your student book and open it at page 24. Look at part B. You're going to need a pencil and maybe an eraser. That is what you need. So if you do not have those things now, please go and get them. Okay, so this is student book page 24, part B. Choose the correct answers. So there is a question about the story that we have just read, and there are 3 answers, A, B, or C. With your pencil, I want you to circle one answer. Okay, let's look at question number 1. The North and the South have weather. A, easy. B, the same. C, opposite. Circle A, B, or C. Number 2. Question. Where is it not cold in December? Say that again. Number 2. Where is it not cold in December? A, in the north. B, in the south. C, in London. And the last one, question 3. How's the weather in Sydney in December? How's the weather in Sydney in December? A, it's cold. B, it's snowy. C, it's hot. So circle the answer that you think is correct. A, B, or C. You can stop the video, pause the video, go back and read the story, find the answer, and when you're ready, come back and we will look at the answers. Please don't cheat. You will not learn anything if you just listen to the answers. Please try to answer this by yourself. Okay, go, go, go. Come back when you are finished. Okay, hopefully you read the questions and circled the answers, and you didn't move to this part of the video to cheat and just look at the answers. You did it by yourself, I hope. So let's look. Part B, question number 1. The North and the South have weather. So the North and the South, they're talking about the Earth. Remember, the North part of the Earth and the South part of the Earth. Do they have A, easy weather, B, the same weather, or C, opposite weather? A, B, or C? What did you put? What did you circle? If you circled C, you're correct. They have opposite weather. Do you remember the word opposite? Hot, cold, big, small, happy, sad, black, white, winter, summer. So number 1, C, opposite. Question 2. Where is it not cold in December? Where is it not cold in December? Now December is the month with Christmas. So is it A, in the north? Is it not cold in December in the north? B, in the south? Is it not cold in December in the south? Or C, in London? Is it not cold in December in London? If you circled C, you are wrong. The answer is B. The south part of the earth is warm. It is not cold, remember? It is summertime in December in the south. In London, it is winter time. Okay, question 3. How's the weather in Sydney in December? Well, if you answered number 2 correctly, then you know the answer to number 3. Where is Sydney? Is Sydney in the north or in the south? Sydney is in Australia. Is Australia in the north of the earth or the south? It's in the south. So the answer must be C. It's hot. Remember, in December at Christmas, people in Sydney in Australia go to the beach and they swim in the sea. But people in the north, which is England, are making snowmen in the snow because it's winter time. How did you do? Did you get all three? I'm sure you did. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to give you a little task now, something to do. Do you remember this picture? Here we can see the Earth, the world, and we can see the northern hemisphere, the north part of the world, and we can see the southern part of the world, the southern hemisphere. Remember that the seasons are opposite at the same time of the year. So in the north, when it is summer, in the south it is winter, and in the north, when it is spring, in the south it is autumn or fall, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I'm going to give you 6 countries. Some of them are in your unit 2, but some of them are not. I'm going to ask you the question, same question for each one. In December, is it winter or summer in that country? Now you're going to have to find out where they are in the world. Are they in the north or are they in the south? Remember, December in the north is winter, and December in the south is summer. So you need to know where these countries are. If you don't know, maybe you can ask someone. Maybe you can go and look on the internet, Google. Can you find out? So all I want to know is, in December, is the country in summer or is it in winter? That's it. That's all you need to tell me. Summer or winter. Okay, go and look at the countries, and that will be the end of the class, okay? Okay, so here's country number 1, Great Britain. Great Britain is where I come from. Great Britain is made up of 4 countries. They are together. One of those countries is England. So here we are. I come from London. London is in your student book. London is here. Now, there is someone else that lives in or comes from Great Britain that you know, Teacher Morgan. Teacher Morgan comes from Scotland. He lives in a city, or he comes from a city called Glasgow. Glasgow is here. Okay, Great Britain or England in December. Is it summer or winter? Okay, here's the next country, Australia. Australia is in our student book. One of the cities is from Australia. Here is Australia. It is very, very big. Can you remember the city? It's Sydney, and it is here. That is Sydney. Okay, in December, is it winter or summer in Australia? Now, if you don't know how big Australia is, I can show you. Here is a map of Australia in blue, and the green country is Thailand. You can see here how big Australia really is. The next country is the USA, the United States of America, or you can just say America. Here it is. It's very, very, very big. Here is New York. New York is in our student book, isn't it? New York is at the top of America. So America in December, is it winter or summer? Okay, here is the next country. It is South Korea. There it is. Now we have one of the cities in Unit 2 come from South Korea. There it is, Seoul. So in December, is South Korea in winter or summer? Next country is New Zealand. New Zealand is not in your book, so you might need to go and look at the internet to find out where it is. Is it in the North Hemisphere, in the north of the world, or is it in the Southern Hemisphere, in the south part of the world? There it is. New Zealand is actually 2 islands. The brown colour you can see is a range of mountains. These are lots and lots of mountains. Here is the big city of New Zealand. It's called Wellington. Okay, New Zealand in December. Is it winter or summer? Okay, this is Japan. Japan is made up of lots of islands, and the capital city is Tokyo. Here it is here. Japan is a very big country, but do you know, in December, is Japan in winter or summer? That is the end of the lesson. We will check the answers for the summer and winter questions in the next lesson. Not now, in the next lesson. Okay? No homework for this class. So you do not need to upload anything. You do not need to upload the student book work. We checked it here in the lesson. Okay? You don't need to upload student book, only workbook. So there's no homework to upload for this lesson, but you do have to find out about these 6 countries. Are they in winter or summer in December? You have to find out where they are in the world. And that's it. Keep practicing your weather words. Keep practicing your questions. Keep reading Unit 2. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, great. See you next time. Bye.